So this is about where did we get hell from, right? Despite whether or where people think it is or what it is and if it exists. This is just about how we get to contrive this, right? It came from four, I want to say four contrived facet. One is Prometheus, right? Fire given to man. Prometheus is an angel, was punished to torture. So there's the Isle of Tartarus, right? And he was chained there, vultures pecking out his eyes for eternity, right? So he's being tortured. So you get the word torture from Tartarus. That's one corner. There's the Camelot mythos. Excalibur is excrement. And it's a fertility rights thing. It has to do with the fertility rights, and there's science involved, and there's the entropy of that which makes the lawns green of Camelot with excrement is excrement. So Excalibur is like the sword. Cancer shit is just cancer energy. It's for the decomposers that makes so it's like in a fertility rights, there's both the subtle curves and bends of the subatomic, on the subatomic plane of matter, there's like these subtle bends and curves, and their vibration tells or commands, what, how molecules will behave. But there's so it's the eye of the apple and the shell of the lowly body of is all that a man has. So the plight of the shell that he shed, and the apple of his eye, which is like the subtle bends and curves that nature applies a thin veneer to to mask all that's hideous and detestable. So where there's the most hideous and detestable parts of the lowly body is where the bends and the curves are more attractive and appealing. You know what I mean? And it's like a subatomic. It's like the Devashanic plane type of shit where the science says that they found the Higgs boson. If I don't even know what that means, they're the ones talking like that, not me. I get it from them. Okay, if you want to know where I found a box of fucking pot marijuana cigars, okay. But okay, so that's two, right? Camelot, the 22 degrees of the Knights of Malta, and the science. It's like Scottish rites and everything. This is like architecture and what's it called? There's an agenda in architecture, masonry and shit. But okay, so and mystery systems and some sciencey stuff, and a little bit witchy. And at some point, which they don't tell you any more new mysteries. It's like 32nd degree or something like that. Where people find out it's a scam, and then you see if they want to play ball or whatever, part of the boys club, a billionaire boys club or something, right? There's a movie about this shit in the 50s when it wasn't controversial. So now it's, okay, whatever. There's the, what's it called? To project a thought, to project a thought through a conduit into the physical domain using synthetic force screen, or something like the subconscious amenta or something. The emerald tablets of Thoth. That's the subconscious amenta, and the rolling over of this determinism into austerity, and rolling into the municipality with austerity to initiate the fire and brimstone, or the overturning of the municipality. there's Indian myths about this too, where like the gods like were entertained pleas from the humans to save their beloved city, and they fucking laughed about it. It didn't. It's like they didn't care or something like that, but they freaking at the result of the battle, that fucking Shiva had won, but he went to sleep, and some humans got up into the hidden spacecraft of Vishnu and tried to attack Shiva because he had been fucking all the women. So, and the city ended up getting sunk into the ocean. It's called Dwarka. I'm going ran off and shit. But, okay. Some of the same shit is like subconscious, like, maybe until a revelation after, because I can't make anything into a religion. I have the ability to turn anything into a religion because of this like quirky random belief or something. It'd be like, cultish or something. And there's the intention of people who want to use those cultish beliefs that are contrived in or coming from hell, like fucking Camelot, right? The fourth one is if I can remember, Prometheus, Camelot, yeah, Mentor, and Fire and Brimstone, which I already covered. So it's the Prometheus contrived characteristic of that being like torture. One. There's the it's like rejuvenation of organic material and incarnation into the lowly body, the Camelot, right? There's the projecting of a thought through a conduit into the subconscious Amenta, Emerald Tablets of Thoth, right? 3, and Fire and Brimstone, which was a term that was coined to reflect what it was like for the municipality to be overturned by an false austerity, initiated by false piety and false things like decadence and shit, sort of like what the DOJ did with the Olympics. Or even if you don't want to blame it on them, you can blame it on false pious Jesuit evangelicon shape-shifting into the Department of Justice because they're corporatized. They can't be incentivized by taxpayer funds, and then they can meddle in election because if you're a felon, you can't vote. So if they can determine people a felon who is and who isn't, they can vote, which is why they had to be uncorruptible, which is why they were not allowed to be corporatized in the first place. The process happened rather rapidly, and people do not really want to say this because it makes them sound dumb. If you say that it's the Department of Justice is bigger than Mossad or something, you sound dumb. I'll admit it. I just want to say right now, because it seems like they're attacking your side, but they're doing the Hegelian dialectic. When Kamala talks to them and promises them bail restrictions, she's all job interviewee. But when because they had to form and fucking shapeshift in order to approach Trump. So if he said yes to them because he's freaked the fuck out, and they don't really trust that he won't stab them in the back. So they would rather pop him than fight, right? They gangbang worse than the hood. And they look like, I would say, but Whopper with the Chopper is not, he looks more angry, but these are more composed and intelligent to look ingratiated when they approach Trump than to give everybody the impression that he's guilty by association, which is going to compel a lot of people to vote for Kamala, which was the whole point. Either way you vote, you give a vote to the DOJ. Some people say it's Jesuits. Some people say it's like, you know, I mean, it wouldn't be the Dominicans because they only control the libertarians. I don't really see that they're already Mossad, because I don't, like, before you, if you say Jesuit, you're already saying Mossad. You already covered a base. And if you say it's the Vatican, well, that would only be either the Dominicans or I mean, I know there's other orders and everything. I don't know, maybe somebody can tell me. But I think this shit all breaks down to different, like, political interests. And if they get distracted from their pursuit of being Christ-like or something like that, it's because it's private prison and prison industry and private prison and becoming more like private prison. So what happened was the DOJ had to compete with private prison and became more like them in a fucking motherfucking manner of way. Sorry about my beard and shit. I think I'm gonna chalk this off too. It's just it never looks right. It grows back too fast. It's right here too. All right, see you later.